we are right now involved in the process of trying to talk through this radio situation. I mean, I've got meetings with the dispatch and with the sheriff and Jonathan and all of it. We're trying to track down, get to the bottom line of the radio situation.
We've been working on this for over a year. It would be offensive to me if people anywhere thought that there was, that this was out of the blue. Frankly,
No,
I believe there's been adequate time given for all of the questions to be answered.
Yeah.
None of them have been answered. So whatever measures...
Whose fault is that? I mean, I like to assess blame if there's blame to be assessed. So who is it blaming this?
I can see no one else other than the sheriff's office. Emails have been exchanged from the CFO, previous liaisons.
Mm-hmm.
I have received no answers of clarity on any of the radios. $127,000 we spent. That's where it should go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is right now, it will be clarified as to radio situations, costs, what's happening with them. That is
This year or next year?
No,
I don't mean to be flippant or condescending, but
it'll be done before June 30th.
And if I am impatient, it's because this has been going on for quite some time. And I would love to be able to look at a piece of paper that says, there's an appropriate radio, it isn't being used. I can ask communications to reallocate that piece of equipment to an appropriate place.
And that will soon be able to be done.
Great. That brings me to the point we've been talking about a sheriff's office audit for quite some time. And I think that's something we need to pursue vigorously in the short term.
It's not a financial audit you're requesting, it's an operational audit. We don't have one of those on the shelf.
Okay.
And this is going to be done for all elected offices, then why the sheriff?
Out of all the departments that we have here, Commissioner Heck, I understand the fiscal and operational systems under the direction of the sheriff's office the least. And that's not for lack of trying. So that's the one I would suggest we take a look at. I don't know how else to do it. Our staff, when they try to go over there and assist, from fleet to radios, from finance to whatever, we have problems there. We just experienced a situation with an email criticizing the aspect that they fall short every year fiscally, needing more money, provided for in a budgetary adjustment that we do. That's not an understanding that is appreciated in the sheriff's office. So when I recommend we set aside money because of that projected shortfall that we've had historically, it's looked upon as, no, that's not the case. We've always been within our budget. I don't think so. I don't think that's ever happened. And I'm not being critical. I just want to make sure that it's happening for legitimate reasons. I want it resolved. I'm tired of the feeling that it's not going well. So that would be my recommendation. We'll at least explore the option of an operations audit.
I mean, obviously, I would be slow to endorse that because I think we accomplished the same thing with whatever the atmosphere might be that we're working with. I think we could accomplish a lot of the same things
I just would like a third party to review it. I don't want any of this back and forth that we've had for years. That is, we're hearing one thing from one office and then we walk across the hall and, well, in actuality, for the last whatever, this is what we've seen is true. So.
Yeah, I mean, but there have been changes. I mean, there's been changes in the board relationship with them. There's been changes in the internal changes with different personnel being involved in doing certain things. And I'd much rather try to work in that. And, you know, off your height, what we cut it. I mean, it's a confrontational situation.
It doesn't have to be.
Well,
why does it have to be?
It is. It just is.
I don't feel that way in any other department.
Well, I'm just
any other office.
calling the proverbial spade a spade.
Sure.